Despite a late-season collapse that caused the Toronto Maple Leafs to miss the playoffs, the team has given their head coach Randy Carlyle a 2-year contract extension. I'm Antonita Collins with your ESPN headline, joined by Pierre Lebrun, who covers the NHL for ESPN.com. Now, Pierre, there was speculation about Carlyle's future with the team. However, he's getting another chance. Why does the front office believe that he is the right man to turn things around next season?
Well, clearly in the meetings that Randy Carlyle had with new team president Brendan Shanahan and with general manager Dave Nonis over the last few weeks, he obviously said the right things. And I suspect some of those things that he said is that he was willing to change his ways. I mean, this is a team that was horrendous defensively this year, and it really contributed to that late season collapse. Now, it's not as if they're, it's not status quo here. They fired the rest of the staff. All three assistant coaches were shown the door today. So there will be changes, and I suspect within those assistant coaches that are going to be hired are some new philosophies and certainly people that will help Randy Carlyle coach a team that's going to play better defensively. But at the end of the day, Randy Carlyle is considered a very good coach by people around the hockey community, and I think Brendan Shanahan and Dave Nonis wanted to give him another chance with a different cast around him, and that's why he was extended.
And Pierre, keeping the coach is one step. Also, the team has a new president, Brendan Shanahan. Are there any other moves in the horizon?
Yeah, I suspect the Leafs are going to be pretty aggressive in the offseason here, Tony, in terms of their roster. I think they're going to be aggressive on the trade front. I think they're going to look at free agency again. The bottom line is they need to upgrade their top four on defense. I think they need to upgrade down the middle up front. And I don't think they're going to be shy about throwing around some big names in trade talks. So I would think that the Leafs will be among the busier teams here over the next month to 2 months here as they try to reshape their roster for next season.
Now, what do you think the Maple Leafs have to do next season to turn things around and make it to the playoffs?
Well, I mean, listen, number one defensemen don't grow on trees, but Dion Phaneuf, their captain, has been miscast as a number one. He's really a number two, but because they don't have a real number one defenseman, he's had to play those number one minutes, and I think that matchup wore him down. I don't think he had a very good final month of the season. So if there's any way at all, I mean, this is like trying to get an ace pitcher in baseball. If they can find a number one defenseman in the offseason, likely via trade, because there really aren't any available in free agency, then that would be a great tonic for this team, because they play in a division where Montreal has PK Subban, where Ottawa has Erik Karlsson, where Boston has Zdeno Chara, and Toronto has no answer in terms of having that same quality number one defenseman. That would be the number one objective, if at all possible, for the Toronto Maple Leafs.
Pierre Lebrun with the insight. Good stuff as always. And for the latest NHL news, keep it right here on ESPN.com. I'm Antonieta Collins with your ESPN headline.